Hey guys, blessings. Shout out to Backman for always putting out the best content out there.
When things seem the worst is often when the market does what you least expect it to do, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think right now, if we asked any investor, they can list all the reasons why they're worried.
But I think all of the smartest bank CEOs right now, the large banks, et cetera, are leaning into stablecoins and crypto generally. Like
They try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty. They want all your bags and they want all them empty.
XRP's following gold here. Cup and handle, target. Many fresh new millionaires will be made in the next 90 days. Lock in and load up while you still have some time. Watch your guru. Meanwhile, Justin, Bitcoin crashes under 69K after President Trump threatens to obliterate Iran's power plants if Strait of Hormuz is not open within 48 hours. Breaking Senate Banking Committee chairman says, let's get it done for the American people.
If you attend a John Ossoff rally in Georgia, he requires an ID to get into his rally. But he will not, along with every other Democrat, support having an ID to vote. Overwhelming majorities in South Carolina and Georgia support having an ID to vote. Actually, what we hear from the Democrats is a throwback to old years when they talk about race in Jim Crow 2.0. The truth is that over 80% of Hispanics agree with an ID to vote. 75% plus African Americans agree with an ID to vote. The one thing this is not is about separating people. This is about making it easier to vote and harder to cheat. Let's get it done for the American people.
Breaking giant bank Barclays CEO says banks must move into crypto and stablecoins. Crypto stablecoins are all important platforms. Banks are going mainstream on crypto soon.
We've been having this discussion about, the Clarity Act and the Genius Act and why the Clarity Act is getting held up in the Senate right now, and whether or not crypto platforms should be able to pay customers rewards if they take their money out of traditional banks and put them in crypto platforms. How are you fending off these fintech competitors right now? And what is your take on the future of crypto in that regard?
One of the things, Maria, we've been speaking about today at our earnings and with analysts is how much we're investing in technology. So when we think about fintechs, they've made the user experience really good. They've taken pain points out, and they help people move money, and especially in payments, pay people. And of course, now it's broadening into digital assets, including crypto and stablecoin. Banks have to get the same kind of investments in technology to make it easy for their customers and to make it easy for them to interact with us. Our US consumer bank is almost virtually digital. We don't have a single bank branch, and we serve customers on deposits, on their credit cards, and then soon on direct loans digitally. And when it comes to crypto, stablecoin are all important part of the new digital asset platform. And I think it's important both for banks and for the fintech companies to work together in a proper regulated way to make sure that the consumers get the best out of these assets, but to get it safely.
Cypress X, the DTCC, is tokenizing U.S. Treasuries, tokenizing Russell 1000 stocks, tokenizing liquid ETFs.
Right. So the no action letter that we received from the SEC allows us to tokenize U.S. Treasuries, all the stocks in the Russell 1000, and most liquid ETFs. And the reason why we selected those is because it's a very broad range of tradable and usable securities, but to do it in a way where we weren't going to open up the entire 100 trillion, but a substantial portion of it. So that was the first piece. But then in terms of who is going to use it, the starting point will be our members. Our members will have access to the assets that they have in traditional form and will allow us, and we have a process that we've built so that they can create the tokenized versions of them with the full utility and the same legal rights and recourses that you have with the traditional assets. And that's really important. And so we're going through, I would say that in terms of adoption, we're going to do it in a measured way where we're not going to open the floodgates all at once. We're going to have a measured approach so that we can be successful and that our clients and the market at large can be successful.
What's slowing down the Clarity Act is because big banks are doing everything they can to stop the crypto legislation.
The big banks have been an absolute monopoly over our financial system for years. You and I have joked about it 1,000 times. Why can't you send a wire transfer past 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon? You know why? Because the big banks would love to take hundreds of billions of dollars and have it sit there and clip interest off of it over the course of a long weekend, as opposed to letting you just efficiently move that money using modern day technology, and have it in a separate wallet 2 seconds later. They want to be able to use their money. They want to be able to arbitrage their money. And so, the big banks are doing everything they can to stop some of the crypto legislation for obvious reasons. Why?
XRP is clearly shaking. the system, although the smartest banks are already all in on crypto.
But I think all of the smartest bank CEOs right now, the large banks, et cetera, are leaning into stablecoins and crypto generally. Like they're integrating stablecoin rails because they're faster, cheaper. They can save them money with Swift fees and move their client funds around faster. They're also using crypto to tokenize their various funds and assets. And then they're providing crypto trading to their clients, like in their high net worth clients and things like that who want access to these assets.
Altcoin Daily, Tom Lee explains why you should still be bullish, extra bullish on crypto and stocks in 2026 despite the Iran war. It's all a distraction to shake you out.
When things seem the worst is often when the market does what you least expect it to do, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think right now, if we asked any investor, they can list all the reasons why they're worried and what could go wrong. And that's what gets priced in very quickly. But we have to know that that's counterbalanced with opportunities have always emerged. I mean, when we look at the last 8 major war events, the market was always bottoming very early into the conflict. As much as the war is creating obviously a huge short-term setback and a lot of uncertainty, including effects on monetary policy, ultimately wars are going to be good for the U.S. economy and the U.S. stock market. So I think as we get towards the end of the year, the market stops thinking less about the crisis element of this and more on the opportunity.
Meanwhile, he just found out the gold-plated chip on your SIM card is actually real. Gold.
The FTT, that is the biggest right there. How cool.
Meanwhile, Justin,
Nah,
240 billion
welcome to my
liquidated from the
mobile
crypto market
studio.
in the past 15 minutes. The great shakeout before the next great
Hop in. You can
breakout.
smoke in here.
XRP blow off top incoming.
Yeah.
223, 322.
For real.
Joe Cats 132 will blow your
Yeah, so right now you live, bro.
589. How high
Say
can
hello.
XRP go
Shout out
when
to
you realize
Bagman for
589 is
preaching.
way too
This is
low
what I'm
and
trying to teach
XRP
you,
is
bro.
going
This guy, look,
way
Bagman, bro.
higher?
This guy changed my life, bro. 12 minutes a day.
XRP follows gold here. Gold on the left, cup and handle explosion. XRP, cup and handle,
Yeah, they're
floating,
live,
explosion.
and you live right here too.
Target
This one.
36.
See what's displaying
Many
over
fresh
there.
new
You can see,
millionaires will
bro.
be made in the next 90 days. Lock
Yeah, we
in.
live on TikTok. After
April
we end
showers
up this
brings
live,
May
we'll go
flowers.
directly
April
to
equals
the
U.S. Senate Banking Committee markup vote on the Clarity Act.
my
U.S. Senate
headset so they can hear
procedural vote and the floor vote and pass the Clarity Act. May equals
God bless
President
to all
Trump
of you
signs the
guys.
crypto market structure
Hours
bill
to
Clarity
hours,
Act into law. The best is still yet to come, and a reminder:
How they recorded
it can't
the
be
Super
dirt
Bowl.
cheap. The old king replaced. The Phoenix rising. Double digits is inevitable.
And this is
Let's watch the
one of the
math play out.
creators of
It can't be
XRP.
dirt cheap. That doesn't make
They
sense.
did
If XRP
charts,
costs
whatever
$1,
he said,
they need a
pay
million
attention.
XRP, which would
He built
cost
to
1
create
million. If
Bitcoin, the
XRP costs $1
original
million,
version,
they need
and
one
he did the better
XRP, which
version.
again would
Nobody
cost
believe on this
1
shit,
million dollars.
but the crazy
1222,
ones, but the crazy ones are paying
322.
off.
Mr.
This is the
Pool,
future right here.
shock,
And
and
I'm
all.
trying to preach out to the Spanish community. You know,
The
no
plans that
Hispanic
Ripple
is gonna
has for
understand this
XRP
type
are
of
moving
English and
faster
what's
and
played for
faster,
you.
and I know you all see it.
But
It's
I
a
do
shame that so
understand it,
many
and I
don't
gotta
even
let
know
them know, like, yo, guys, go buy
what's
200
happening,
coins.
and
Like I
they'll be
told you, go buy
surely
2,200.
left behind. But the longer they take, the higher we keep climbing on that XRP.
Yep.
Rich list.
The rich
Appreciate you
list.
stopping by, tuning
So
in
I'll
for
be
another
like,
Moon Clock
para
News
golpear
update.
la rich list
Smash
y
the like and
juntarle
subscribe is on the way out to help
monedas.
boost.
Solamente hay 700,000 monedas, billeteras que van a ser top 10 de la gente más billonaria del planeta y apenas hay 300,000 para golpear el 5%. So, gente, tienen que comprar 2,200 monedas or you can reach the rich list. Not financial advice, but if you hold those in the future, you're gonna be a king. You know, I had like 4,000 plus. He bought this truck. He bought another truck, and he bought the 2 cars I exported to pick up people from the airport. You know, so and now, yeah, and now I'm buying. Once they go to $3, I won't buy no more. And then I'm gonna buy 2 more trucks, and I'm out. I'm gonna have 3 trucks over there making me $600 a week. That's 1,800 weekly in a foreign country on flip flops. Plus, I got coins. I'm gonna learn how to trade them, and I'm gonna be out there just picking you guys up from the airport and shit. Hopefully, God listen to this shit.
Boost those
You see, I
algos.
do believe
Check the
on
links in
God.
the
You see that
description.
shit?
We'll see you at the tippy top. Later.
Yeah, that's it. All right, guys, that was it. But then you go here, stop recording. That's it.